So today you are going to start your leaf project, which is going to turn out to be somewhat similar to this. The first step is to practice drawing your leaf in your sketchbook. So you are going to be provided with a leaf guide on lots of different types of leaves. Now, depending on what leaf you choose, you are going to sketch it out, and my rule is that I want your leaf to be 75% of the paper. Now, sometimes I get these little tiny leaves and then they have this big background, but you want your leaf to stand out and be the biggest thing on that paper. So you're gonna try to draw it as big as you can and in the middle of your paper. So you're gonna practice on a sketch paper. And when you're drawing, let's say I'm going to pick this elm leaf. Now, a lot of times students draw a leaf like this, then they turn it in. Now, this elm leaf is not even close to being big enough. It needs to be much bigger. Again, it has to take up most of your paper. So this is just practice again. You know what, I'm gonna do a birch leaf instead. So I'm gonna try to make it as big as I can. I'm just gonna start with getting that shape. It kind of looks like a water drop. And then you can go back and draw those more fine details. Now, when you're creating your leaf, you need the inside to be different shapes for all those different colors that you're going to paint. So when you're adding those lines, I have students that draw the lines because that's what it looks like in the picture, like this. But it's not creating a shape. These lines don't go anywhere. So continue them all the way to the end. You can even add some of your own lines, even though it's not in the picture, on your leaf like this. And maybe I'll have one go like this, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, abstraction. I'm not gonna have the lines line up the same. I'm gonna have this one go up. And I'm gonna curve mine a little bit, so they're just a little bit more realistic, but yet not. So see how I created shape? So this now is a shape here. This is its shape. So when I go to paint, I have separate sections where the paint's gonna go. Now again, this is just a practice sheet. You're gonna do a practice and a final one. Then in the background, you're also gonna divide it up into separate shapes. So I had some students who did kind of more curvy lines, like big bubbles. I just did random lines. It's up to you how you wanna do it. Okay. When choosing the color of your leaf is going to be an analogous color scheme, which are any 3 colors that are neighbors on the color wheel. So blue violet, violet, and red violet is an analogous color scheme. Green, yellow, yellow orange is another analogous color scheme. Orange, and red are 3 colors that are next to each other on the traditional color wheel. So your leaf is going to be an analogous color scheme. The background is going to be the complement, which is the colors directly across the color wheel. So for mine, I did blue, violet, and violet. So my analogous color scheme would be those 3 colors, or the complement is those 3 colors, because that, and there. So your leaf is an analogous color scheme, 3 colors next to each other on the color wheel, and the background is going to be the complement of those 3 analogous colors. So pick your colors wisely. Have fun creating!